Hi guys, welcome back to S&R Budget Journey. Hope you're all doing okay. Okay, so today's video is the meal plan for the week. I was going to get some pictures last week of meals at my mum and dad's, but we went out a few times and then it just didn't seem right getting my phone out and like, hold on everybody, don't eat, I need to take a picture. So it just didn't feel right. So anyway, I'll go through meals that we had last week, and then we'll see what we're going to do for this week. So yeah, should we just, and then we just have a chat, you know, have me coffee. That's the thing. I go away and then I just can't get back into it. Anyway, but last week went to, if you don't know, went to my parents' Monday, came back Friday, and yesterday I did my cash stuffing video and said that I needed to go to the shops to get a few things. Yeah, just a few things. We had nothing in the house. I had things in the freezer like frozen vegetables, pita breads, things like that, but we had no meat, no meals, cheese. I haven't been able to get my bread because, anyway, I went to the shop yesterday, £50 budget. I think I've come back with about £1.50, something like that, and I still didn't get bread, milk, and a couple of other bits. I bought what I could because I've got one of those shoppers, you know, one of those pulley around shoppers. And so I said to Richard, do you come with me? I said, I don't need to get too much. I'll be all right if you want to stay at home. Anyway, he stayed at home. I went to get the shopping. I spent almost all my shopping budget. And then a big shopper trolley full and a carrier bag. So, but I got some bits that I needed, which was good. So while I was at my parents', the usual breakfast, eggs, cereal, things like that. Lunches, I don't typically eat lunch. If I'm really hungry, then I'll have something. But a couple of times when we went out, we had a main meal about lunchtime, and that took me right through. So Monday, when we got to my parents', she did Richard and his cousin's favourite meal, toad in the hole. So we all had that with cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, and a nice gravy. Tuesday, I was in York for the day with my mum and my sister. Richard went out with his granddad and his cousin. They had, it's a place in Scarborough called Whackers, and they had fish and chips. And me, my mum and my sister in York, couldn't tell you where it is. It's off one of these little alleyways. Lucia's. It's an Italian restaurant. That was lovely. I just had, it was like a chicken breast, and it was on a lemony garlic risotto thing. Gorgeous, really nice. I think my mum had, can't remember what my mum had. What did mum have? My sister had like a ciabatta roll with steak, onions, peppers, which had chips with it. What did my mum have? She had a risotto of some sort, with seafood. She just couldn't have the mussels because she's allergic to mussels. And then my mum's the sort of say, no, I don't want a pudding, don't want a dessert, but I really fancied some cherry gelato. And mum said, oh, I'll have a bit. Well, put it this way. It set her off her indigestion. So that's what we had Tuesday. Absolutely gorgeous. Wednesday. Now, I don't want people to freak out about this because a lot of people do. But when you're growing up in the late 70s, 80s, and your parents don't have a lot of money, and you try and eat as cheap as you can. And I mean, I eat liver, so I eat offal. It's nice and cheap. My mum got a heart. It's an ox heart. Now, a lot of people think when you say heart, they think, oh, no, you can't tell. Once it's prepared, and what she does is she stuffs it with stuffing and then does it in the slow cooker with vegetables, and then she makes a lovely thick gravy. So, yeah, we had that on Wednesday. Gorgeous. Reminds me of a Sunday afternoon sitting on the stairs, taking off my wellies after my dad had been playing football. I get all the good memories. But yeah, we had that on Wednesday. Thursday, my mum wasn't feeling too good. She's got a few health problems. So my dad said, I don't really want your mum cooking. I offered to cook, but my dad said, look, you're on holiday. Don't worry about it. We'll go out for something. So we went to a local garden centre on the outskirts of Scarborough. And we had, what did I have? It's called smothered chicken. So it was chicken with barbecue sauce, cheese, and that came with chips and salad. And my dad and Richard had the meat and potato pie with chips and veg. So that was lovely. Friday we got home, and because I didn't have anything in the house, Richard just ran over to the shop and we grabbed a pizza, which was nice. And last night we had homemade cheeseburger and chips. So we had a good week. I always love going to Mum's because she always cooks lovely meals. And a lot of them bring back lovely memories. Although on Wednesday, for pudding, I forgot to mention, she made a lovely apple crumble with homemade custard, which was beautiful, although my stomach didn't agree with it the next day, trying to rush home from Tesco's. But all good. Oh, excuse me. So, that is what we had last week. I say, I'm going to try something different this week. So, next Sunday, I'm trying to write and remember what I'm saying at the same time, which is pretty difficult. What I'm going to try and do is I start on Sunday, don't I? Is get as many pictures as I can. On here, I'm not going to put lunch in. Like I say, very rarely do I eat lunch. Richard takes a packed lunch into school, which is usually fruit salad, a sandwich, and a packet of crisps. So it's not worth writing that down. I know exactly what he's having. I got the bits yesterday for it. So, yeah. So today's breakfast, we've had scrambled eggs. And toast. Now, I've got to think of something on a way to get either my food budget up or to try and be savvy with what I'm buying. This week, I've spent my food budget, but it's... A lot of people would say it's not the best meals to have, but it's what I can afford. So, okay, tomorrow I'm going to do porridge with these colder mornings. Tuesday. Tuesday. I might do poached eggs. I'm going to have them early because I'm at the charity shop on Tuesday. Wednesday, do cereal. As long as I've got the milk. Thursday, let's do another porridge. Friday, eggs. And Saturday, bacon butty. I've got some, when I buy bacon, I buy the offcuts. So the big packs of offcuts. I don't know who that was ringing me, but they can wait. Okay, so for teas this week, tonight, when Richard's got an opinion of what he wants, it's always toad in the hole. And I'll do that with, I've got Brussels, green beans and carrots. I think I'll do with that. So we'll have toad in the hole tonight. Monday, actually let's put Wednesday in because I bought pizza because I have an appointment on Wednesday evening. So that's quick and easy for when we get back. So pizza Monday. I'm going to do a spaghetti bolognese. And then on Tuesday I'm at the charity shop. So I'll be shattered. So with leftover spaghetti bolognese, I'm going to do chili with rice. Thursday, I bought some of the ready-made lasagnas from Iceland. So we're going to do lasagna. Friday, what else did I buy? I've got toad in the hole, spaghetti bolognese, chili, pizza, lasagna. Actually, if I change this, because I don't want eggs twice, if I do cereal on Friday, and then I'm going to do breakfast for tea. So what that will be is sausage, if I've got any bacon, which I have. So a bit of bacon, hash browns or chips. Actually, it'll be homemade chips because I haven't got any hash browns. So chips, beans, egg, that sort of thing. I say this week, the meal plan does not look super healthy. And I've got a chicken that I'm going to do on Saturday. Although I say that, toad in the hole, I'm going to do with vegetables. Spaghetti bolognese is going to be ram-packed with vegetables. And what I'm going to do to make the mince go further, I'm going to add some brown lentils. The brown lentils I've got lentils, so I'll put the lentils in and it just stretches it, makes it go further. But I say I just love chili and spaghetti bolognese with a boatload of veg. Carrots, mushrooms, onions, peppers, courgette, celery, you name it, it goes in. So they're quite healthy ones. Pizza, okay, but it's quick and it's easy. Lasagna, I might put some vegetables with it, or it might just be homemade chips. The breakfast, I don't fry anything. I put it all in the oven, and the chicken will be like chicken roast. So that's the meal plan for the week. As I say, not super healthy, but with the money I've got, it's what I've got in. I managed to get eggs. What else did I got? Cheese, coffee. I needed my coffee. I say I needed my coffee. It's only decaf. I don't drink normal coffee. I just drink decaf. But yeah, so hopefully next week, I'll be able to, what I'll do is next week is at the beginning of the video, it'll be a run through of what we've had and with pictures, and then it will go on to what we'll be having for the following week. I don't think I've got anything else on this week. Tuesday and Thursday is charity shop. Wednesday I've got an appointment. So what date's that? 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Yeah. So I'm just thinking out loud. And the other plan that I've got is I have a £50 budget each week for food. Some weeks I will spend the 50, some weeks I'll spend not a lot. And so what I'm thinking of doing, instead of stuffing £50 each week, whatever I've got left goes into savings. What I'm thinking about doing is £200 for the month in an envelope, and it just stays there till the end of the month. If there's anything left, it goes into savings. If not, obviously it gets spent. So that's how I'm planning it. I'm trying to work out a way of doing my budget that I can make the most out of what I've got. And yeah, as I say, this week I've spent all my shopping budget, but I still haven't been able to get milk. Still haven't been able to get bread. I've got a little bit of bread flour. I might actually make a loaf of bread today. I think I've got all the ingredients I need for that. It's just one of those weeks, you know, when you need fabric softener, washing up liquid, you need black bags, you need toilet roll, and everything seems to come at once. But yeah, as I say, we'll get there. I've also applied for a job. I love the charity shop, but I've applied for a job in a supermarket, cashier. So I don't know how that will go, but I'm hoping if I do start working with a job, I can still volunteer for a bit when I'm not working. I just need more money and I need a job. So yeah, that is the meal plan for the week. I'm going to go and see. Some of these might have some taken out of them because I've literally run out of money and it's only the day after I cashed off. It's like, but we'll make it work. We always do. Okay, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing, hit that notification bell so you know when I've posted. Hype this video. It just seems to, yeah, the new hype thing. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's okay. I am going to go now. Oh, leave us a comment of what you're eating this week. I might actually go through some of my recipe books for next week. I've got loads of Slimming World books. I've got the Batch Lady. I've got Pinch and Nom. Loads of books. Hairy Bikers, and I don't use them. So I'm going to have to go through them. Anything else I was going to say? Well, I'm going to go now. I'm going to get a loaf of bread in the bread maker. And I am going to relax and catch up with your videos. So yeah, that's the plan for the rest of the day. And then obviously getting Richard sorted out for school. And I'm just waffling. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you all have a good week. I will be back. I say Friday, but if I need to empty anything, it'll be before. See you later, guys. Bye.